Okay then, let's catch up on some YouTube. Oh, Velo have got a new video out.
Neutrino frame sets. It's our mini Velo. It's been very, very popular. We're getting a new color. I'll put a picture right here.
Oh, nice.
I'm very excited about them. We're getting a couple air freighters to build them up. We're sending one to a very, very popular influencer in the UK.
Oh, I wonder who that is. Huh? Who's that? I can't work out what I'm more excited about. The fact that we're doing 2 builds in 1 week, the fact that it's a second mini Velo, or the fact that Velo Orange think I'm a very popular influencer over here. Lots to be excited about. So today we're going to build the first new Neutrino in the world. Admittedly, Igor has also built one up, but he says his doesn't count. This one is the first one in the wild. This is the first one being built, and I am very excited about it. Me and Igor have been chatting back and forward about doing a Neutrino build for some time now, and it just so happened that they were thinking about, or in the process of, releasing this new colour. So he asked me if I wanted to hang on for it and build up the new colour, and I couldn't say yes quick enough, put it that way. Not only that, he said that he was going to send me a big box of parts of everything I'll need to build it as well. Originally, he was asking me what I'd want, and I was going to go through a load of parts and choose some things, but I thought it'd be quite fun to not know what I was going to get, and essentially let them choose all the bits and pieces, send them over, and it'd be a bit of a surprise. One, because it'd be like Christmas Day for me, but also just the fact that it'd make it a more interesting build, to like not know what's going on whilst I'm building it. Well, I can tell you now that they did not disappoint. Some of the parts that are in this box are absolutely insane, and we'll get to know them as we build it up. Now, I don't think there's much more to say really apart from that, so I think it's about time we head over to Stair Cycles, get the frame out, and start putting it together. If I take one thing away from this experience, it's I need to start preparing more when I build bikes. This was so easy to put together, knowing that every single part I needed was the correct one and inside this box. I've never done that before. I always kind of go like, oh, I'll get some bits, that'll be roughly it, and then just try and work it out as I go along. No more. From now on, Craig gets a box and then fills it with everything he needs. It might seem really obvious to many of you, but that's the new leaf we've turned today. We're doing it like this from now on. First things first is a little bit of juice lubes. Get that grease inside the headset ready, or inside the head tube ready for the headset. As always, there is a discount code for juice lubes down below. Don't forget that. Most of the parts in this box are Velo Orange, which you would expect. Starting off with this one, which is their headset, which is super nice. Took me a while to decide which way round I wanted the logo on the headset. There's little VO logos on each side of it. I figured the side doesn't have the logo where the head tube does have the logo, so they're kind of side on. Next is the very, very long steerer, which we will sort out later on, because we need to kind of test fit it first really. So I'm going to add a little bit of this slick juice. The VO crown race has got a split in it, which anybody who knows the channel knows this is the only way you should make headsets. So top marks from me. It just means the fact that if you ever change your headset onto another bike, or even just remove it from this bike to put something else on there, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world, because it just slips straight off again. So this is a must. Now moving on to the dropouts, these are sliding dropouts, so you can change the distance between the actual axle and the frame. Mainly good for if you're doing single speed and stuff like that, but it's super easy to put on. It's just this black plate and then the 2 bolts. Simple as that, really, really easy. As always, I've put the tyres, discs and things on the wheels whilst I was watching TV the other night, but these are the Velo Orange touring hubs, which are very, very nice, on some Velocity rims. These are the cliffhangers, 20 by like maybe 30 or something. They're quite wide, they're nice. And then these 138, is it 130? Yeah, 138 BMX tubeless tyres, which currently they have a tube in there, but we'll see. But I like these very much, so I'm probably going to keep them on there for sure. Sounds nice too. Oh, and SRAM discs. The cassette is a Microshift Advent 1138 9-speed cassette, going with Advent Mini Derailleur. How is it mini? We'll get to that in a minute, but let's get the cassette on the wheel first. Look at this, we're flying. Nearly a whole bike already. The BB is from VO, and I tell you what, it was nice not having to think about BB measurements. Just grab the one from the box and stick it in the frame. Crank is also from Microshift. This is the Sword. It is a 42 tooth narrow wide chainring on there, and it looks really nice. I'm a big fan of this crank. I may be getting more of them. Right then, onto the seat post. Let's see what we've got. Oh, not a seat post, a dropper seat post. Me and Sam talk about dropper posts on this is a town bike, is the way it's been built up at the moment. Some people think that's insane. Why would you need a dropper post on a town bike? But let's think about it for a second. Every time you stop at a traffic light, which in London is every 3 seconds, being able to just drop the seat post and put your feet flat is quite comfortable. Now calm down, stop commenting about the fact that this is not a charge spoon. Not all my bikes need to have charge spoons, although obviously I'm going to end up putting a charge spoon on this bike because that's what we do, we put charge spoons on bikes. But this is a very nice saddle. Jokes aside though, this is their touring saddle and it is very comfortable, like really comfortable. We all know I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but these are the Saiyan bars? Saiyan, whatever they're called, because I can't read things. They are nice wide boys with a nice bit of rise and flare. These are like literally my dream bars and they're too comfortable, like they're wicked. Very happy with these things. I am desperate to get this thing rolling so I can see how it feels. So we need to get the derailleur on there. So it's the 9-speed short advent derailleur. Look at this thing. Anybody knows that Advent X is my favorite group set going. So this little mini baby Advent is so cute. I like it. The chain of choice is a nice KMC 9-speed chain. I also often get like pushback on this. I always clean my new chains. The gunk that's on them, the factory grease, is really horrible. So I'm just using some Juice Lube's chain cleaner just to spray it all over, give it a good wipe down, and that's usually enough. And then you can make sure you do lube it up afterwards though, because you've now just taken any protection off of it. But it won't ride nice, so it's important. You definitely start to see how the bike takes shape when you get a group set on. It really kind of brings it together and makes it bikey. Do you know what I mean? But I got really excited at this point and stepped back, had a little look at the bike, took it around the car park just to kind of see how it felt, and I was obsessed. I really was. But it certainly was getting to a point where it was starting to feel a little bit not really safe to put on the internet. This thing is spicy, and it kind of brings me nicely onto one of my favorite stickers of recent times. This is the caution: this bike is not safe for work and may be inappropriate to view. If you have a spicy bike that you feel like you can't show people on the internet, you need one of these warning stickers on your bike for safety. You could pick up those and even the warning, "This bike was built for fun, please ride irresponsibly," stickers over on saveourbikes.com. Let's go and ride it around the car park. After a lot of riding around in circles, I finally found the right height for the stack. Take your time with this, make sure you're not cutting it down prematurely. Like I did spend maybe a good half an hour taking the stem up and down until I found like the best way. I always leave a little extra bit of steerer poking out, and I've got this brass spacer to put on there, which is going to look super tight. And then this Yellow Bird Threadworks top cap. It's super nice. I don't know a lot about them. I've just started following them on Instagram as well, so I'll probably shout them out on my Instagram soon, but go and check them out because this thing's beautiful. Yeah, I've just realised I didn't put a star nut in. That's pretty annoying. I've got to pull it all apart again. Seriously though, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Definitely didn't tighten that stem then. Right, come on then, home stretch, let's get this stuff on. So we've got the shifter going on and then some Tiagra levers. I'm likely to change the grips out to some def grips at some point, but these Chesters, I've never used them before and they're super chunky, which is my kind of grip, so I'm keen to try them out. Also, I've just remembered I need to put the dropper lever on, which would have really annoying if I forgot that. Now these are Grotac equal brakes. I'd never heard of these before, and that's quite simply because they are way out of my price range. These things are nuts. When I posted this on Instagram, I had a few people ask why on earth I'd be putting cable brakes, why not hydraulic? And it's hard to put it into words, but essentially when these brakes were set up and dialed in, which did not take a lot of work, they are very easy to set up. Every time I hit the brakes, I'm pretty sure the earth stopped spinning. They're that kind of good. They're the best brakes I've ever used. Like, and I'm not just saying that, they are the best brakes I've ever used. Oh, that little crusty bolt I've just put in, essentially the bolts it came with were slightly too long and hitting the disc, so this one's shorter, basically. For cabling, I got these braided silver cables, which are super nice looking, and they look so good on the bike. It took me a very long time to get these cables kind of the right length and cut down, mainly because I was scared of cutting them just in case I did it all wrong and I run out, because I don't have any more of these. The housing packs are pretty generous though, there was loads left over. Obviously this is a mini Velo, so it's a little bit shorter than a normal bike, but yeah, there was plenty to go around, so I didn't need to worry about it really. Again, these brakes super easy to set up. Took the teeniest bit of adjustments and they now like stop the bike instantly, like better than any hydraulic brakes I've ever set up, honestly. May have got a little bit carried away there and didn't notice that the battery died on the camera, and I continued working. What I've done is essentially done the gearing, the cables for the brakes. I think you've missed basically all of that. Currently, this is what it looks like. And just like that, a new bike is born, and I am honoured to have built the first Neutrino, or new Neutrino, in the wild. I'm stoked. Now it is rideable, it's a full bike. The only thing that I didn't capture on camera, or at least in this part of the video, was the cabling on the dropper post. I've since got that working, so now it is all finished. The only thing that I have left to do on it is Veo also sent me a rack and some fenders as well. I still need to put those on the bike, but I was having too much fun with it, if I'm really honest, and just haven't got around to it yet. As a lot of you know, this is where I film all my videos. This is my studio. There's a lot of parts and boxes of things in here, and my computer, and now a bike. This is not a big room, but I can fit a bike in here now. Makes me very happy. How long it stays in here, I don't know, because as soon as I start getting it dirty and muddy, probably not going to be wanting to bring it on the carpet. But for now, it's quite a novelty to have a bike in the room, and I can be working and just turn around and look at it. I like it. So if you've enjoyed this build, you may want to go and check out yesterday's video. We've just finished building, or nearly finished building, a itty bitty from Cute Bike for my wife. So that's 2 mini Velos that we're building at the moment. Part 2 of that video will be coming out shortly, but if you are into mini Velos and you've watched this far in this video, you probably want to go watch that one if you haven't seen it already. But that's where we're going to leave it. I can't say it enough. Thank you so much to Velo Orange for sending this stuff out to me, and also a big shout out to Bikepacking as well. Two big projects that I've been supported with here, and I'm very grateful for them both. Thank you. But if you feel like supporting me, a good way of doing that is actually subscribing to the channel. It's absolutely free and it helps me out a bunch. This is the button here, just give it a little tap. And if you cannot wait for the next video, which will probably be quite soon, that one there is a particularly good one.